What makes April and Maurice's story so special? The storyline in itself, how they met at such a very young age, how they had the separation or just life itself, but how the love was so strong and that it was just so meant to be that they found themselves back together after so many years.
What makes April and Maurice's story special is their perseverance. Through it all, they stuck together. They loved one another. And that was it. End of story.
What makes April and Maurice's story so special is they found each other at a very young and tender age. 20 years went past without being with each other, and then they got back together. They found each other in the end. And I think that's special within itself. It was almost like it was meant to be.
So here's the first question. Do you know how April and Maurice met?
No, I don't know. But I actually never heard that story. That's weird. No, I don't. I don't even know how he proposed and then. Wow, that's cold. Nobody told me that story. Yeah, my mama got some questions to answer for me.
Scene 1 on April. Are you ready for this?
Yes. Did you just video that?
I did.
Like sweet morning dew, I took one look at you, and it was plain to see you were my destiny.
With arms open wide, I threw away my pride. I'll sacrifice for you, dedicate my life to you. I will go where you lead.
Come on, baby.
Always there in time of need.
And when I lose my will, you'll be there to bring me up the hill. And no looking back for us. We got love, show love, that's enough. You're all I need to get by. Oh, baby.
My name is Ebony, and I'm April's oldest daughter. Oldest kid. Sorry.
Well, my name is Danny, and I met April. I was introduced to April by her grandfather. This was the summer after we graduated from 6th grade. I can't remember what year it was so many years ago.
My name is Vanetta, and I'm related to April. I'm her sister. I'm her oldest sister. No, let's do that over.
Okay.
My name is Dee Trump from Boniana, NG, Watts, 114th Street. He's just checking his volume, and I was just playing, Josh. I was just playing that few.
How did Maurice and April meet?
I believe they met when we were going to, I want to say Henry Clay, when we were going to Henry Clay in Gardena. They met, and I think we were probably like 14 or 15 years old.
I don't know if they met at Gardena High School or just in the city of Gardena, but I believe it was Gardena.
Well, they met through Deetra. Deetra went to go see her boyfriend, and Maurice lived across the street.
Well, she told me that she met him when I took her with me over to Paul's house.
Yeah, Paul lived across the street.
So she saw Maurice, but she only met him. But she went back, I don't know how many days later, to knock on his door. She was very bold, and she looked for him. She wanted him to be her boyfriend.
April was a hot tamale. She was a firecracker.
One day I was sitting in the house in Carson, and the doorbell rang to the house, my mom's house. So I went to the door, and I looked through the peephole, and I saw there was a woman outside the door, right? I wasn't, sure who it was, but I knew it was a woman, so I felt comfortable enough to open the door. So I opened the door, and April was standing there, and she said, "Hi." I said, "Hi."
And I was like, "Hi, what's your name?" He was like, "My name is Maurice. What is your name?" And I said, "My name is April." And he said,
"Oh, okay. Well, how are you? I'm Maurice. Nice to meet you." And that's how we met. That's how we met. She knocked on my mom's door one day, and I answered the door, and there she was.
So I went in, and I said, "Okay." And I went in looking around, and so I had met his grandmother. His mom wasn't there. And then he was like, "Come on in. I'm in the garage." So anyway, we just sat there. That's how I met Maurice.
My first impression of April was she has to be a bold individual to come down here and knock on my door and introduce herself. I really kind of like admired that about her. Yeah, I really did.
He said I was bold.
Yes.
I was too. I was really bold because I liked what I saw. I mean, looking at across the street, and he was just laid back. He wasn't wild. He was really calm, and I was like, "Oh wow!" And then on top of that, oh, he's fine. Oh, man.
I remember that they were a Bonnie and Clyde team. He loved her boldness. She loved his swag. She loved his swag.
Have you heard any stories about Maurice as a teen?
I think he was a cool dude, My mama said he was sharp. I seen a picture of him with an afro, so yeah. That's all I know.
So Maurice as a teen, what I was told was very laid back, very cool, very reserved. He loved his music. He loved his flashy cars. I remember my mom telling me Maurice used to pick her up, and they used to ride around with the drop top.
Our dates was more of driving around in a 64 Chevy, going to get the rims cleaned and polished and colored. So we really didn't have those. We were young. I was 14 and a half, right at 15.
I remember driving her home many times, and on the way home, she would be asking me, "Okay, what you about to do? Where you about to go after you drop me off?" And because we never really wanted to be apart from each other ever since we first met each other. It was,
What he loved was lowriders. That was his type of car. Young, 17, Dayton's. He was on Dayton's. We were on Dayton's. And he would love to have my hair down. Let your hair down and let the top back, and we driving, and my hair just going everywhere. So that's what he loved about his car. He loved his cars, and he loved me being on the side of him.
I remember April was in love, just in love. And I remember saying, "Oh, girl, I think he's too old, girl."
I don't remember much. I'm 3 years older than April, but I remember April getting in trouble all the time. My mother trying to see where she was, and I knew of this kid, Maurice, that had April nose wide open.
My mom, she would tell him, "April, that's enough. Don't let me catch you or hear you going back over there to Carson." But it couldn't stop. It didn't stop because I looked at him as this is gonna be my husband. Yeah, but then things didn't. After it was about a year, a little bit over a year, and then life situations had separated us, and
I miss you, baby. Oh, I swear to miss you.
Hey, I remember April telling me, she said, girl, I went looking for my man. I said, who? She said, Maurice. She went looking for him at every barbershop, and she heard that he worked at a barbershop in Compton.
So she told me that she searched every barbershop on Compton Boulevard from Avalon eastward towards Acacia and Long Beach Boulevard. And I just couldn't believe it.
Philip, his friend, told me that where he was, where he worked at. And so I was like, oh, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to go by there and pay Maurice a visit. I mean, I haven't seen him in years.
She said, girl, I got dressed one day, and I said, I'm going to find him. She put her shades on. She was dressed to a T. She put her purse on.
Because I had little butterflies going on. I got older. I'm not that young 15-year-old anymore, just bold.
So she just popped up in Compton at this barbershop, and she had her glasses. He didn't know who she was, and she put her shades down and was like, hi, Maurice.
And then he said, oh, wow. He said, how are you? He said, April? Still cutting. And I said, yes.
And she said he was so shocked to see her, and that's all they wrote. April went looking for her man, and she found him.
It was shocking. So the day she walked through the door of the barbershop, so surprising, happiness to my heart. I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe it, because I thought I was out of touch with it for pretty much the rest of my life, but I guess I wasn't. The wedding was nice. It was very nice. It was elegant looking. Everybody was looking nice. April was looking as beautiful as a bride could ever look. One of the happiest days of my life. Yeah, definitely that.
It was a beautiful feeling in that day. Walking down the aisle to him, I had butterflies. I'm trembling at this point. It just gave me watered eyes, and wow, I'm really getting married to my high school sweetheart. So it was nothing but love that day.
I remember watching the video of everybody at the reception, and to see smiles on everybody else's face. Coming from a small family, to see, my wife's family happy about this and bringing joy to, my wife's family, it meant a lot to me too.
When Maurice came in, he definitely added to our family. He was a great provider. He was a great protector. So he's definitely added to our family and made it complete.
Maurice is an awesome husband. I love his qualities. Patience, loving, caring, supportive.
I appreciate Maurice because Maurice been there, man, since I was 3 years old. Like my other siblings, none of my other siblings knew their father. I didn't know mine. But Maurice was always there. He tried his best to include me in everything. To this day, man, I appreciate him for sure. I don't say it enough, but I love him a lot.
I admire their teammanship. To see how they juggle everything, and when one is down, the other one is up. When the other is down, the other one is up. That's important for a marriage.
What I appreciate about April and Maurice is that I appreciate the love that they have for their children and their family. I appreciate and I admire their endurance, and I also admire their grind.
Okay, I admire their struggle. I admire them sticking together. I admire the way Maurice loved my sister. And April loved him back.
If I was to share a message with Maurice, I would say that, you know, out of all of these years that we have been from childhood to now, it's the best thing that, you know, ever happened to me with us getting back together.
Considering all the years that we've been together, if I could share a message with April, I would say, April, you are the best thing that ever happened to me in my life. And I love you so much. You've always been there. You've always supported me. You was there for me when no one else has ever been. And I love you so much for that. In the years that we've had together, I'm expecting many, many, many more, and I don't never want to live without you. I love you so much.
Are there any final words you want to end with?
If I could do it again, I'll do it all over again. I love my high school sweetheart. I love Maurice. Yes.
Happy 14-year anniversary, April and Maurice. I love you guys, and I look forward to more good anniversaries.
April and Maurice, it's my pleasure to be here with you guys on this wonderful occasion. Hope and pray that you guys continue to love one another. So happy 14th anniversary. I love you guys.
Well, first off, I want to say that I'm glad to be a part of this celebration. April, I love you. We've been friends for over 40 years, and you're always going to be my girl. Maurice, I love you too for loving her and for being yourself. And I just wish you guys another 14 plus 14 plus 14. God bless.
Happy anniversary. Wait, I should have been drinking, die for real. Happy anniversary, April and Maurice. Many more. I love you guys, always and forever. And you did it.
Greetings, everyone. We're two of my favorite people in the whole world. May you enjoy your day. Thank you, Hope, for blessing me to know both of y'all. Have a good anniversary.
Okay, moms and pops, I just want to tell you both happy anniversary. Happy 14th year anniversary. We all love you, and let's turn up.
Hello there. I want to wish my sister April and my brother-in-law Maurice a happy 14th year anniversary. I hope you all many, 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 many more years to come. God bless both of you. Love you.
Happy anniversary, big brother, big sister. I love you both, and to many, many more.
I just wanted to tell both of you guys, Maurice and Mama, happy anniversary. Feliz aniversario.
I just want to say happy anniversary to my mom's Maurice. Appreciate the love you showed me, Maurice. I thank you for being in my mama's life, being in our lives, you know. Appreciate you being there for my mama and loving her, you know, and we got little memories, you know. When we had to squabble up some people when I was young, you had to bring me with you, you know what I'm saying? Then you took me to the hood to go squabble up. But it's all love though. I appreciate you, man. And I love you, mama. I love you to death. Rest in peace, my brother Nico.
Happy anniversary, love you both.
Happy anniversary, Nana and Papa, I love you guys.
Happy anniversary, Nana and Papa, I love you guys.
Happy anniversary, Nana and Papa, I love you.